Go for it.
Okay, today we're assembling a self-supporting stair climbing unit. What we need to do is identify the front and the rear of the frame. Front of the frame, Rotatruck decal or Rotatruck. Start with the frame upturned position. Take the axle out of the box. Also in there you'll find a small packet, 2 little pins which you have to insert into this axle. The sequence is very important in the assembly of the truck. It makes it a lot quicker and faster, also possible. Right. So we'll just tap 2 pins into the holes in the centre of the axle. You want the pins to be equally lengths on both sides. Place them aside. These are the end caps that go at the top of the frame, where the short rail is. They just slide on. In the packet you'll find all the bolts. You want to get the 50mm long 8mm bolts out, 4 of those. Then you get the castings. There's a left and a right casting. Placing the bolts through the holes, through the frame, and getting a reinforcer. Note there's 2 holes here, closer together than the 2 holes spaced there. Place the other spacer in position on the other side and slide the toe in. Loosely place the nuts on the bolts already inserted. Place the axle, the 10-inch foam wheel in the top hole. Take the smaller axle, place in the bottom hole. Take note, make sure the kickstand base is facing towards you and the top is facing towards the top of the truck. Take the other bracket, slide it on, keeping it parallel to make it easier to get it on. Note you may have to tap it with a hammer because there's a tight fit to stop rattle. Place the other 2 bolts on the side. And only loosely put the nuts on. Now we're going to fit the rear wheels. You'll find another packet with the large end caps. Small end cap, large end cap. Take the smaller washer, slide it on, the wheel. At this point, slide the other small washer on the outside. Take an end cap. And the split pin. Place it through the hole, through the wheel. And just pull the split pin open. Then repeat on the other side. Small washer. Wheel. Another small washer. Cap. Then the split pin. It just goes in the hole, through the hole in the axle, straighten the split pin and push him through. Then open him up like that. Note, you may have two large washers. If the wheels are sloppy in their fit, these can be used to space up the difference behind the wheel. Okay. Now, with a spanner, a shifter, tighten up the nuts at the bottom on both sides. Doing this, make sure that your kickstand pins go inside their appropriate notches. Now we'll fit the front wheel, the rotacaster wheel. On the triples, both sides are the same, but on the doubles, put the rotacaster to the outside. Once again, it's time to fit the large washer. One of the four smaller washers. The wheel itself. Another small washer. An end cap. At this point, you'll be able to tell if a large washer is required by the space left. Put in the pin. If the space is too small, simply remove the large spacer washer. Placing the pin through the hole. Go to the other side, repeat the process. Okay. Once you've fit both pins apart and you're satisfied with the fit, move on to the bracing. Brace arms. There's a 30mm and a 40mm bolt lengths. Take your 30mm, place it inside the wheel like that, through the hole, bracing over the top, nut. Take the bracket mounting ends, take the longer nut and bolt, slide through the hole, screw on your nut lightly. Note, the nut acts as a wedge when you're doing it up, so push the nut in, ready to be done up tightly. Repeat on the other side. If fitting the bar at this point, sliding it in one side then the other, and again fitting the bracing brackets the same. again, push the nut in, because it is the wedge, tightens up the mechanism. At this point, tighten up all your nuts. Now we'll fit 6mm screws in the side bracing. This will ensure that as the trolley rattles and gets bumped along, the bracing can't slip off. Fitting the handle. Simply slide over, bracing. So it's at the bottom here and here. With the screws threading right through. To the other side. Okay, at this point it's a good time to check all the other screws are tight, fitted. Slide your truck into the ground. Place your kickstand down. Pull back for test.